all with you, Hussein Jafar, in our first series of space where we will explain to the solar system. I will be with you on my YouTube channel and through the Zoom app. It's called Hussein Jafar. In the beginning, we will explain about our solar system. We will say the solar system is the gradually bound system of the sun and the object that orbit of the bodies that orbit the sun directly. The largest are the four gas and ice giants. يعني في اللغة العربية نقول بأن المجموعة الشمسية مكونة من الشمس ومجموعة من الكواكب الغازية والجليدية. في البداية تكون النظام الشمسي قبل أكثر من 4 مليار ونصف سنة. And the four terrestrial planets followed by an unknown number of dwarf planets and small solar system bodies of the bodies that orbit the sun indirectly. The natural satellites to are larger than Mercury, and one the nearly as large. Our sun is the biggest in our solar system, formed 4.6 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of a giant interstellar molecular cloud that vast of the system's mass in the sun, with the majority of the remaining mass contained in Jupiter. The four inner system planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are terrestrial planets beginning composed primarily of rock and metal. Rock and metal without any gases or ices. Two the largest planets, Jupiter and Saturn, are gas giants, being composed mainly of hydrogen and helium. The next two, Uranus and Neptune, are ice giants, being composed mostly of the relativity height melting point compared with the hydrogen and helium called volatiles. Our Earth contained water and rocks and many large of them metal and gases. And Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the sun. Its orbit around the sun takes 87.97 Earth days, the shortest of all the sun's planets. It is named after the Roman god Mercury, god of commerce, messenger of the gods, and mediator between gods and mortals. To the Greek god Hermes, like Venus, Mercury orbits the sun with an Earth orbit. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty as the brightest natural object in Earth's night sky after the moon. Venus can cast shadows and can be visible to the naked eye in broad daily night. Venus lies within Earth orbit and so never appears to Venator, far from the sun. Venus so never appears to Venator, either setting in the west just after dusk or rising. Our Earth, it's third, the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to harbor life, while large amounts of water can be found throughout the solar system. Only Earth sustains liquid surface water about Earth's surface is made up of the oceans, dwarfing Earth's polarized lakes and rivers. The remaining 29 of Earth's surface is land, consisting uh, of continents and the islands Earth. And the fourth planet it's the Mars. Mars is the one of the rocks and metal planets from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system, being larger than only Mercury. In English, Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war and is often referred to as the Red Planet. The letter refers to the effect of iron oxide يسمى باللغة العربية كوكب المريخ. Visible, we can say it in the visible to the naked eyes. And Mars is the terrestrial planet within a atmosphere with surface features remains of the impact craters of the moon and the vast deserts and polar ice caps of Earth. It have two moons, Deimos and Phobos. Deimos and Phobos. It's Mars planet. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a giant with a mass more than 2.5 times that of the all other planets in the solar system combined, but slightly less than 1,000th the mass of the Sun. Jupiter is the third bright natural object in the Earth's night sky after the Moon and Venus. People have been observing it since prefix times. It was named after the Roman and Jupiter, the king of the gods, because of its observed size. It have 79 moons, famous of all Europa, Ganymede, Castor, and Io. Jupiter primarily composed of hydrogen, but helium constitutes 1/4 of its mass and 1/10 of its volume. It likely has a rocky core of heavier elements. But like that, I like the Jupiter. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system after Jupiter. It is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9.5 times that of Earth. It only has 1/8 the average density of Earth. However, with its larger volume, Saturn is over 95 times more massive. It have 82 moons around it. Now, we talking about Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It's named as a reference to the Greek god of the sky Uranus, who, according to Greek mythology, was the great grandfather of Aries, Mars, grandfather of Zeus, Jupiter, and father of Cronos, Saturn. It has the third largest planetary radius and the largest planetary mass in the solar in our solar system. Uranus is smaller in composition to Neptune, and both have both chemical compositions with differ from that. The last of the planets our solar system is Neptune. Neptune is the eighth and the farthest known solar planet from the Sun in the solar system. It is the fourth largest planet by diameter of the third most massive planet. And the densest giant planet, it is 17 times the mass of Earth. Slightly more massive than its near with the twin Uranus. Neptune is denser and physically smaller than Uranus because its greater mass causes more gravitational composition of its at most of it is referred to as one of the solar system's two ice giant planets. Finally, our solar system contains eight planets and more of the moons. Our systems contained Mercury, عطارد باللغة العربية and Venus الزهرة, Earth الأرض, Mars المريخ, Jupiter مشتري, Saturn زحل Saturn زحل وأورانوس اللي هو أورانوس ونبتون هو نبتون. The hour of our solar system revolves every 25,000 years around our galaxy, Milky Way. And finally, thank you for listening and goodbye. See you later.